Hello and welcome to another episode of the Policy Everyday Show. This is where we discuss the strategies that are going to allow you to write 30 policies in 30 days. My name is Ed Cortez and I help insurance brokers to write policies every day. I am a digital marketing strategist that's specialized in generating interest and generating hot leads for insurance brokers. In today's show, I'm going to talk about the tools, everything that you need to have in your tool belt in order to write those 30 policies in 30 days faster and with a lower effort. Now, having the right tool is going to do a lot for you. But here's the thing, you need to have the right tool for the right job. Have you ever been in a situation where you have, let's say, a screw and it is a Phillips head? You know, the one that has the star, and all you have is a regular screwdriver. And then you're trying to unscrew or screw that screw in, and suddenly you break the head, and now that screw is unusable. So this is one example of having the wrong tool for the job. And then the other thing that you need to know is that there's no magic here. There's no tool that you're going to buy and then set it up, and then all of a sudden you're going to be flooded with leads, and then your bank account is going to be flooded with commissions. It doesn't work like that. So my role in this episode here is to give you a map, a show you the journey to write 30 policies in 30 days and how you can plug tools that are going to allow you to do that. Now, my one question that I normally get from insurance brokers that work with me is, what tool do you use? Or what tool do I recommend them to use? And and then what I can give you is a set of the best tools that I know that there is that I have used, but there's only one way for you to see which one is the best for you, which is trying. And that's why many of the applications that I'm going to mention here, they have free plans, or they allow you to use the software for a period of time for you to really see how it works and then make a decision and decide which one you're going to buy. Now, uh, as I go through this, I'm going to separate tools into buckets. So you will see the where you are in your journey and which tool is going to fit the moment that you are. It's going to be a lot different if you're, let's say, writing 5 policies every 30 days with leads that you generated. You're going to need a set of tools that is completely different from a moment where you're writing 30 policies in 30 days. So keep that in mind, that your toolkit might change as you evolve with time. And the one thing that I don't want you to do is all of a sudden to start getting a whole bunch of tools and signing up for those tools, and all of a sudden you have logins and you have websites and you're not using any of the tools. Imagine that writing 30 policies every 30 days is like going to the mountains or going to the beach. That's your destination, and there are many routes that will take you there. You could take the plane, you could drive, you could bike, you could hitchhike. There are many ways to get to that destination, as there are many ways to get to 30 policies in 30 days. So you need to pick a route and then see which tools are going to help you in that route. I'll give you one example. My wife has a school, and the other day she asked me to go over there and fix a lamp fixture that she has over there. So the tools that I brought are related to that job. So I had a duct tape, and I had the lamp, and I had a screwdriver, but I did not take a drill because I knew that I didn't have to use that drill. So my point here is focus on the tools that you will need to take you in that job, so to take you in that route. All right. So let's get started here first with ads. So if you're going to be doing advertising, and that's definitely one of the routes that will take you to 30 in 30, then you will basically use two platforms, two applications to set your ads. If you're going to do Facebook, and that's Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, then you want to use the application that they have that is called the Ad Manager. And the reason why I'm emphasizing it is because you might be using your app on one day, your Instagram or your Facebook, and the app might pop up a notification saying, hey, your post is reaching 70% of engagement. Do you want to boost it? And the moment that you hit that boost button, that's the moment where you're taking a route where you're just giving money to Facebook. So this is a tactic that they use to convert you from being a free user on their platform to a paying user. But really, what you're creating is not a strategy, an advertising strategy using the app application. You want to use the Facebook ad manager, the account manager, the business manager. That's where you're going to get all of the intelligence and be able to set the proper parameters for audience targeting, do your creatives, and then have better results. Now, like I said, if 30 in 30 is your destination, doing Facebook ads is one of the ways to get there. Another way to get there is through Google advertising. And Google advertising allows you to advertise on the search engine. So when someone searches for quotes for life insurance, you could place an ad there. But it is the same platform that would allow you to advertise on YouTube with videos and also on the new format that is called Google Discovery. And also on display, e-commerce, and other areas that are not related to selling insurance. So with Google Ads, there's no really way to go to an app and get lost. However, when you first set your Google Ads account, it is going to go into a wizard mode, and that also disables many of the intelligence and the fine-tuning capabilities that you will need to extract the maximum return on your investment. So make sure that when you set up your Google Ads account, you switch it to the specialist mode. So you want that application in that mode, so you can really use all of the levers and that will allow you to get the maximum benefit of your campaign. So the one thing that you will definitely need on your journey to writing 30 policies in 30 days is landing pages. A landing page, and right now I'm going to discuss a little bit what's the difference between a landing page and a website. So a landing page has one sole purpose, which is to convert a visitor into a lead. And that's a lot different from a website. A website will have the About Us page, products, and your team, and perhaps a blog. So a visitor could get lost and start clicking and get frustrated eventually and leave without generating a lead, without becoming a lead. So a landing page has a much more purpose, a much better purpose defined, which is to generate a lead. So you will definitely want a landing page that matches your ad. So if your ad is about car insurance, you definitely want that landing page to talk about car insurance. So when you drive traffic from the ad to your landing page, there's something called scent. They feel the same, so it creates that congruency, and that allows the click to flow into a lead much better. And also with a landing page, you can design it with conversion in mind. So you can start to have um, testimonials and a picture of you to hit the familiarity trigger, mental trigger. So you definitely want to use some of the tactics that are going to allow you to have a much better conversion rate. And basically you can go with two routes here. You definitely can do landing pages for free, and there are platforms that will allow that. For instance, Zyro is one of the platforms where you can do a landing page for free. Now it has limitations. For instance, they don't have forms, so you have to do some workarounds like using Google Forms. I do not recommend that. If you're beginning, you don't want to invest at all, what I would recommend is an application called MailChimp. So MailChimp is really an email marketing platform that allows you to automate some of the emails that you send to your email list, but it comes with a landing page builder, and the designs are pretty good. So, and it's free up to a certain point. I think it is about 10,000 leads that you get, or maybe 2,000 leads that you can get for free. So it's one or the other. And then it is affordable after 2,000 leads. But it allows you to get a campaign going in the same day. You could end this episode here and go do it if you want. So MailChimp is definitely one for you to use. And then there are other options, like for instance, Wix is definitely one of the options if you want to just have a landing page. HubSpot, another one that you can use. And then, of course, you can do your landing page on WordPress. Now, that's a much more technical approach. It is going to be a lot more scalable. So as you grow, I would recommend WordPress with a landing page builder. However, if you're just starting, that might not be the best approach, because then you have to deal with getting a domain, getting a software to host your storage for WordPress. So it's going to get a lot more technical. You will get your first leads and your first sales through MailChimp, definitely. And then there are, of course, landing page builders like Unbounce, that are just specific for that. But then they're going to be, you will have great landing pages, but then that's all about it that they do. With WordPress, you scale a lot more, and WordPress is free also. Now, if your route to writing 30 policies in 30 days involves doing social media, so creating posts and being active on social media on your profile, then you will definitely need a tool to post your images and your content. And the one that I'm going to recommend is free. Also, it's from Facebook itself. It's called the Creators Studio, and it allows you to post directly from that application. They have an app that you can post, so it's very easy to get your posts out there. But if you want automation, if you want to invest, then Promo Republica is the one that I use, and I would recommend. But if you're starting, just use the Creator Studio. That's going to be great. If your route to write 30 policies in 30 days involves prospecting, which means really instead of running ads and waiting for leads to come in, you take the other route, which is you actively go and seek and prospect. Then my recommendation is going to be for you to get LinkedIn Sales Navigator, because LinkedIn has a ton of data on their users. like which job they have, how long they've been with the job, the industry they're in, keywords that you can search inside their profile. So definitely, you want to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator because the free version that you get as a LinkedIn user doesn't allow you to do complex filtering. So with Sales Navigator, you do get that. And then you might want to automate, because once you go to LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you will be able to set filters, and then from those filters you will have to contact the prospects. Now there are ways for you to automate that. The one tool that you could investigate is called Phantom Buster. It allows you to crawl your search results and then contact them, so that it's going to build your prospecting list and initiate that first contact. All you have to do is continue with the conversation. Now, as you go and you start to implement digital marketing strategies to attract leads that are going to allow you to write those 30 policies in 30 days, you will have tasks, and it's nice to organize your tasks, because I know that you will have to deal with digital marketing, but also with your insurance brokerage business. So it's another function that you're adding to your business. Now, you might want to consider a project management tool to help you with that organization, and the one that I recommend is called Trello. And not only allows you to manage your tasks on the strategy that you're using, but also it can serve as your CRM. So if you don't have a CRM, you could use Trello for it. It's fairly simple. It works with cards. So each lead is going to be a card, and then all you have to do is move that card in the sales funnel. So you get a lead, contact made, and then appointment, and then presented a proposal, and then won the deal, wrote a policy. Okay, so Trello definitely one for you to consider. Now, HubSpot, they also have a CRM. So if you decided that you want to use your HubSpot for your lead management, your lead landing pages, your campaigns, your inbound marketing efforts, then you could use the CRM as well for it. Now, the other thing I want to mention is about the artwork. So eventually you will need to create ads, you will have to create posts, and where do you find images to use? And that's where your image banks come in. And the one that I have three that I recommend. Free Pick, and it's PIK. It's one where you can find very good designs, and that's what I use in my social media. So definitely recommend. Then another one for stock images, for photographs, is Pexels, Pexels. So great tool there that you can use for photography. And then nowadays people are using icons on their posts, and it can translate words into just a single icon. So it's a good idea for you to create your posts, and then you will want to get to know flat icon. That's where you get good icons for your posts. Then the other one is the next topic here is about creating the design, because now you have the images, you have your idea, it's time to put all that together and stitch all of the components, maybe put a headline. And one design tool that it's fairly easy to use, all web-based, is called Canva. Excellent tool. And then the other one is Crello with two L's. They both do a good job creating your posts. But posts, static images, are probably not the best way for you to get results. Nowadays, video is definitely the winner. So there are two platforms that are also web-based that allow you to create videos very easily. You can do stories, you can do feed videos. So the first one is called Lumen 5. and it's five with the digit, so don't write the five. And the other one is invideo.io. So I use both, and they do a great job creating videos. With Lumen 5, you can actually grab a blog post. Let's say that you're creating an ad for life insurance. You can grab a post anywhere in the internet that talks about life insurance, paste it with Lumen 5, and it will auto create a video for you that you can then use on your ad. So it's very easy to create a direct offer with that. Now, you might want to consider ways to reduce your workload. So if you're seeing that you're having to deal with managing your clients and claims and helping them with claims, and then all of a sudden you get hundreds of emails and they call you and you're getting interruptions. If that's something that you're in right now, you might want to consider automating it. And a good way to do that is through a ticketing system. So Help Scout and Freshdesk allows you to offer your clients a way for them to contact you through tickets. So they get assigned a lead time to respond. They know the ticket number. The communication is all recorded, so it never get lost. So you might want to consider those two. We're in a moment right now with all of the isolation and social distancing, where you definitely need to consider also how you're going to do your virtual meetings, your presentations. So my point is always try to find a solution that doesn't require the other party to install an app. And that's maybe you're going to be dealing with someone that is super busy, maybe a doctor that it's already hard to get an appointment, and then you send a link. When they click, they have to install. Perhaps you're dealing with someone that has IT restrictions on their computer, so they can't install anything. So try to avoid that. And one platform that I recommend is Whereby. So Whereby allows you to have meetings with multiple people. It's fairly easy. You send a link, and then you can share screen. You can have your PowerPoint presentation with it. So Whereby, definitely one that you want to look. Life Size, also another one. They both have free options that you can go and test. But of course, the leader in this segment, and it's Zoom. It does require people to install an application, but many already have. So might want to consider that. However, there's one that almost no one knows, which is the Instagram direct messaging tool. They have a way for you to initiate video conferences right within the app. So if you're doing prospecting, if your engagement zone to attract leads for insurance is on Instagram, you will like to use that application because it's native. Your users are already on Instagram, so they can use that. All right, so consider those, and definitely your route to writing 30 in 30 is going to be a lot easier with those tools. It's been a pleasure to share all of that information with you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and then make sure that you subscribe to this channel because I put new content every Wednesday and Friday. Also, in the description box, there's a link to my Instagram profile. Make sure that you go over there, connect with me. That's where I share daily insights and a lot more that is going to help you write policies every day. Until next time, bye.